Are the Packers the best team in the NFC? Are the Colts the most surprising team in the NFL this year? And Joe Burrow is out for 3 months. This is This Week in the NFL. This week in the NFL is going to consist of me just talking about what happens each week in the NFL. First on the list is the Thursday night game, the Packers and the Commanders. This was a statement game for the Packers. When they got Micah Parsons, I've believed it this whole time. I feel like the Packers are probably the best team in the NFL right now. And when they got Micah, I thought that would make them probably top 2 in the NFC or top 5 in the league. And not a lot of people would agree with me on that one. But now I feel validated. I feel validated because they swamped one of the best offenses in the NFL, who had 52 points this week, by the way. But then they came in and played the team that went to the NFC Championship last game and was one of the best offenses, most efficient offenses in the NFL last year, and swamped their offense as well. Packers came in, they made a statement. Their defense was fantastic. I don't know how you do anything on this defense because their pass rush is amazing. So you have to have a quarterback who can get the ball out quick. And even if the quarterback can get the ball out quick, the cornerbacks are matched. You can't do anything. The corners are matched, and their offense is really efficient. I think when the Packers get up in games, Matt LaFleur likes to get very conservative. So I think that's a lot of the reason why their offense later in games when they're up kind of sputters. I don't think it's too much to worry about the Commanders' offense. I don't think that there's many offenses that could perform at all under the circumstances that the Packers gave them in that game on Thursday. They were unbelievably good. And there's legitimately not much I think they could have done. And then one of the first games in the Sunday slate was the Bengals and the Jaguars. Unfortunately, Joe Burrow is now going to most likely be out for 3 months with a turf toe injury. You may hear turf toe and be like, what the frick is that? That isn't nothing. Why isn't he playing through that crap? Turf toe is unbelievable. It's terrible. It basically, when you plant with your feet, it feels like someone stabbing a knife under your toenail. I wouldn't wish that on anybody. And they said it was a grade 3. It's going to take him like 3 months because it's cartilage tear down there or whatever. Ligament tear, I believe. They have their best start in the Joe Burrow era. And now he's hurt. And he's not going to play. Bad luck. Just unbelievable luck. But overall, the main takeaway is that Trevor Lawrence is just not that guy. He's just not that guy. I had a moment of clarity in the offseason where I was like, okay, I'll give him the benefit of the doubt because of his arm talent. I'm never going to do that again. Trevor Lawrence is not a good quarterback. And I don't know how they didn't win this game. I don't know how do you not win this game? How do you not win this game? You were put in every opportunity to win this game and you lost it. Trevor, it is on you a lot. BTJ also, why are you playing so scared? I understand. They're hospital balls. You have to come down with them. You cannot be scared of the ball. I don't care if it is a hospital ball. That is something the quarterback has to deal with. You got to catch the ball. And you got to not be scared to go catch the ball. This Jaguars team is not that good. I gave hope to Trevor Lawrence, and I shouldn't have. And I didn't give hope to Daniel Jones, and look at where that has gotten me. That'll be the next game we'll talk about, just because I'm a Broncos fan. Listen, I've heard of the leverage call. I've heard of it before. I've watched it happen. I don't think it's leverage. He didn't use him. He didn't use anybody to hoist himself up. He kind of just jumped really high and then fell on him, which is not leverage. And the Colts did it on the Will Lutz field goal that he missed. Will Lutz's field goal that he missed. The Colts did the exact same thing as the Broncos did. That being said, the Broncos lost this game because their defense took a darn poop on the field on Sunday. They were bad. The Broncos defense is the reason that the Broncos lost this game. If Will Lutz makes a field goal, we probably still win. If we don't jump over the damn center and get a field flag on us, we still probably win. But we can't put ourselves in those positions. We have to do the work before. The defense was horrible. No turnovers, no punts for this Broncos defense that's supposed to be one of the best in the league. And overall, our linebackers are absolutely horrible. Alex Singleton single-handedly made me want to lose my gosh diggity darn mind tonight. Or not tonight, 2 nights ago. When I had to watch him miss halfback wheel after halfback wheel after terrible run defense. He didn't do a single thing right. The only thing that Alex Singleton did right, actually, was when he blitzed, he played like he should be playing when he's not blitzing. His blitzes were like good, but I don't know. It's hard to explain what I'm trying to say. Like on a regular play, you're supposed to play downhill as a linebacker, especially a linebacker like him. And he was not playing downhill. The only time he would start to play downhill is when he actually just had to blitz, and then that's when we got stops. But when Alex Singleton wasn't blitzing, it was tough. The other thing is that Pat Surtain was not Pat Surtain. He got injured in the second or third quarter, somewhere around there, and he was not the same after that. I hope he's fine. I think he will be, but he definitely looked not the best in this game. The one thing I can give our team credit for is our offense was a lot better. The only problem is missing that field goal, and then if Bo Nix doesn't overthrow that pass, which his arm got hit, I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt. His arm got hit. The wide receiver would have been open. I think that our offense is, if we can just put them both together, we're still going to be a good team. Well, let's talk about the Colts. I think that their defense is good, although in this game they weren't the best. But I think that's because of injuries. When Charvarius Ward comes back and other players come back, I think their defense is good. And offensively, Danny Dimes has found his place. He's found his spot, and he's being the perfect game manager. And Jonathan Taylor might be one of the best running backs in the league, like in that top 5, top 7 talk. He's unbelievable with what he is able to do, and his just speed is amazing. This offense can be really good this year if Danny Dimes can just manage. That's what he's doing. He's managing. He's running the offense that Shane Steichen wants to run. Shane Steichen is a brilliant offensive mind, and if Daniel Jones can keep doing this, stay efficient, and just run what Shane Steichen wants to run, this is going to be a very good offense this year. And their defense is going to put this together. It could be a very good playoff team and one of the surprising teams of the year. And I definitely didn't see this coming. But I will say, I'm sorry, Johnny. I apologize. You better not turn into the damn Saints from last year, though. We will talk about the Lions. I think the Packers are just so good that they were able to stop the Lions. But I think the Lions are still a very, very good regular season football team. Once again, I said it before, and I'll say it again, and I'll preach it from the moontops. This team will never win anything as long as that quarterback is quarterbacking that team. But they will still always be a great regular season team that can put 50 on a team. Russell Wilson, I hate you. You ruined my life. You go to other teams and you lead them to 10-win seasons or throw for 450 yards. But what really made me happy about this game is in overtime, when you actually were needed, you threw a mallard you threw an absolute boinker. You threw a freaking duck bill to the middle of the field. Just a little pitch and catch to the safety. Oh, it's the most beautiful sight I've ever seen. But the other most beautiful sight, Cam Scatterbo got a touchdown. He had like 40 yards rushing to a touchdown. Best running back in the league. I already said it. Just wait. 2 years from now when he has 3 2,000-yard seasons in a row, you'll remember. Did I just say 2 years from now and he'll have 3? He'll find it out. He'll find out a way. He'll have a 2,000-yard season and then a 4,000-yard season. So then that's 3 2,000-yard seasons. Let's get to the Eagles-Chiefs. Eagles are overall the better team. I really think that there's something different with this Chiefs team in terms of like it doesn't look like it has the same vibes. This offense is crippled and hard to watch play. The defense is just dysfunctional, and they still only lost by 3. I don't care that they're 0-2. If I'm as a Broncos fan, I do not care that he's 0-2. He's winning the division, and I'm saying he's because Patrick Mahomes is the only good part about this entire team. Buccaneers and Texans. We're gonna do that game next. Baker Mayfield has that dog in him. I made a TikTok about saying that I don't think that the Buccaneers are going to win that game because their special teams was horrible to finish that game. The amount of opportunities that the Buccaneers gave the Texans through special teams in that game was ridiculous, and the Texans didn't do much with it at all, which led to the Buccaneers winning this game. And they finally did. The Texans finally took advantage and scored a touchdown, and then it didn't even matter because Baker Mayfield is Baker Mayfield. I don't think there's another way to explain who he is. And we go to the last game of the week, the Chargers and the Raiders. The Raiders are just not that team. I think actually my biggest takeaway from the game, other than Geno Smith's play and that the Raiders are not a serious team this year, is that I think that the Chargers defense is really, really good. It's way better than it was last year, and last year it was already good. These guys are playing with a different vibe. They're playing with the vibe of like, it doesn't matter. Like we are a brotherhood, and there is nobody is going to frick with us. And that's a scary sight to see in any team. So I think the Chargers are going to be great this year. Their defense looks like they look like world beaters, and Justin Herbert is playing like MVP Justin Herbert would play. So this is looking like a good team. They got to go up against the Broncos next week, so we'll see how that goes. You know who I want to win. But yeah, Geno Smith, you got to clean that crap up. 3 interceptions, one on the first play of the game. Some of them were tough. He's just trying to throw. He's trying too much to be a hero. Trying way too much. But the Raiders couldn't get really anything going. So good on the Chargers. That was my first this week in the NFL. Sorry, that was a tongue twister. That was my first this week in the NFL. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please leave a like and subscribe to the channel to see the next one. And I will be doing my predictions tomorrow, so I'll see you then.